Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Xi Jinping's assault on education and freedom. 1. Everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free, at least in the elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. Technical and professional education shall be made generally available, and higher education shall be equally accessible to all on the basis of merit. 2. Education shall be directed to the full development of the human personality and to the strengthening of respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. It shall promote understanding, tolerance and friendship among all nations, racial or religious groups, and shall further the activities of the United Nations for the maintenance of peace. 3. Parents have a prior right to choose the kind of education that shall be given to their children. This right is a fundamental pillar supporting individuality, human dignity, basic freedoms, and social tolerance. Yet under Chinese Communist Party tyrant Xi Jinping's relentless dictatorship, this right is cruelly suppressed, twisted into an instrument of control and assault on the very soul of the people. The right to education and individuality. Education should cultivate the unique individuality of each person, nurturing free thought, creativity, and critical awareness. It is the key to unlocking human potential and building a society founded on respect for human rights and tolerance. But Xi Jinping's regime demands uniformity of thought above all else. From early childhood, Chinese youth are subjected to an education system designed to erase personal identity and replace it with unwavering loyalty to a single leader. Across the nation, countless children are barred from schools because their families are branded politically unreliable. The right to learn is weaponized as a means of collective punishment, a clear violation of the basic human rights enshrined in Article 26. Education under surveillance and censorship. Teachers live under constant scrutiny, forced to recite the CCP's lines and teach a sanitized version of history. Textbooks are rewritten to erase facts that do not glorify the regime. Independent or critical materials are banned. In universities, students face expulsion or worse for asking uncomfortable questions or engaging in discussions beyond CCP-approved boundaries. The classroom is no longer a place of enlightenment but a prison of ideas. One chilling example occurred when a prominent university removed entire courses in political science and philosophy that encouraged debate, replacing them with propaganda praising Xi Jinping's thought. Students report being pressured to denounce peers who express dissent. This is education under tyranny, a systematic dismantling of fundamental freedoms and the destruction of tolerance. The assault on human rights and fundamental freedoms. Education is inseparable from human rights and fundamental freedoms. It is the foundation on which freedom of expression, association, and conscience rest. Xi Jinping's regime openly rejects these principles, crushing any spark of freedom in the name of stability and unity. The demand is conformity, the price is the people's dignity. Poverty-stricken rural families face another form of deprivation. Free education is often a hollow promise, with hidden fees and mandatory contributions pushing children out of school. This economic discrimination compounds political repression, creating a generation denied the tools to rise and resist. Tolerance trampled, individuality silenced. Tolerance and diversity are casualties in Xi Jinping's China. Education is weaponized to indoctrinate, not to liberate. The regime's propaganda machine demonizes any difference of opinion, breeding fear instead of understanding, suspicion instead of acceptance. This hostile environment suffocates the human spirit and isolates the people from the world. Resist the chains of dictatorship. Xi Jinping's war on education is a war on the people's future, on individuality, and on freedom itself. It is an attempt to bind millions in mental chains that no one else can see. But no cage, no matter how imposing, can hold a mind that refuses to be silenced. To the people living under this iron fist, reclaim your right to learn and to be free. The struggle for education is the struggle for your dignity and your fundamental freedoms. Education is not a favor granted by dictators. It is a birthright, a universal human treasure. Xi Jinping may control your streets and your screens, but he cannot control your mind unless you let him. Rise, and let education be the spark that ignites the dawn of freedom.